All right, listeners, welcome back for another deep dive with me. And as always,
Hello, everyone.
we have an awesome topic for you today. We're going to be talking about interview mistakes.
Yeah.
And this is perfect timing because we are right in the thick of it right now.
Yeah.
It's the new academic year,
Yeah,
and I know a lot of you out there listening are probably prepping for interviews.
absolutely.
Um, and you know what? I'm not going to lie. I've made my fair share of interview blunders in the past.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time. One time I showed up in my gym clothes. I
Oh.
kid you not.
Oh, no.
I thought I had way more time to get ready than I did.
Yeah.
And let's just say I didn't exactly make the best first impression.
I can imagine.
But hey, you live and you learn, right?
Definitely.
So let's talk about this article we've got here.
Yeah.
It's chock full of tips specifically for teachers in London.
Yeah, some really good ones.
And we're going to break it down for you so you can avoid those common pitfalls and ace those interviews. Let's kick things off with something that kind of threw me for a loop when I first read it.
Yeah.
It's about arriving early for an interview,
Okay.
which we all know is important, right?
Right.
But this article says that 5 minutes early is the sweet spot,
Yeah.
but 10 minutes is a big no-no.
Interesting.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, it is a bit of a time paradox, isn't it? But it makes sense when you think about it. Like, you want to show that you're punctual and respect their time.
Right.
But being too early can actually backfire.
How so?
Well, imagine you're the interviewer and someone's sitting in the waiting room like 15 minutes early.
Oh, yeah.
It can feel a bit awkward. You might not be ready for them yet. They might feel rushed,
Yeah, totally. It puts pressure on everyone.
Exactly. Plus, it can send the wrong message about your time management skills.
That's true.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation where you were way too early for an interview?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I remember once I was like half an hour early for an interview at a school. Yeah, and I just sat there awkwardly in the waiting room feeling like I was imposing.
I bet. Okay, so we've established that being 5 minutes early is the gold standard.
Definitely.
Now let's talk about another important point.
Mm.
The article stresses the importance of being authentic in an interview,
Yes.
which I think is so crucial. It's about finding that balance between highlighting your strengths
Right.
and not just saying what you think the interviewer wants to hear.
Totally. It's like a two-way street. Right.
Exactly.
It's not just about impressing them. It's also about making sure that this school is the right fit for you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, think about it. You're going to be spending a lot of time at this school if you get the job.
Absolutely.
You want to make sure that their values align with yours and that you're going to be happy there.
Exactly. And I think that comes across when you're being genuine.
Totally. Okay, so how can teachers listening balance showcasing their amazing skills
Yes.
while still being true to themselves?
Well, I think it starts with really understanding your own values and what's important to you. And then think about how your experiences align with those values.
So if a teacher is really passionate about, let's say, inclusive education,
Yeah,
they should highlight experiences where they've championed that in their previous roles.
exactly. Because that's going to come across as authentic and genuine.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, let's move on to the next tip. This one's all about attitude.
Okay.
And let me tell you, a positive attitude can make all the difference in an interview.
Absolutely. It's one of the first things interviewers notice.
I can just imagine someone walking in all like, oh, another interview.
Oh, gosh.
Slouching in their chair, not making eye contact.
You can just feel the bad vibes, can't you?
Talk on a turnoff.
Definitely. Remember, schools are all about creating a positive and supportive environment.
Exactly.
So they're looking for teachers who embody those qualities.
Makes sense. So why is it so important to have a positive attitude, specifically in a school setting?
Well, think about it. A school is a community, right?
Yeah.
And teachers are a huge part of building and maintaining that community.
Right.
So being warm, collaborative, sociable,
Mm-hmm.
those are all essential qualities for creating a positive and productive learning environment.
Absolutely. And, it's not just about impressing the interviewer.
Yep.
It's about setting the tone for how you'll interact with students, colleagues, parents, the whole school community.
Exactly. Because those positive vibes are contagious.
They really are. All right, let's talk about another big one. And this is something I've definitely seen people trip up on. The negativity trap.
Ooh, I know what you're talking about.
The article is very clear. Do not badmouth previous jobs or colleagues.
It's such a common mistake, though, isn't it?
It is. It's tempting to vent about that difficult boss or that coworker who always left their dirty dishes in the sink.
Oh, yeah.
But trust me, it never ends well.
It really doesn't. It just makes you look unprofessional.
Exactly. Even if you had legitimate grievances.
Right.
An interview is not the time or place to air them.
Absolutely. It's about focusing on the positive and showing that you can move forward from challenging situations.
So instead of saying something like, my last head teacher was a nightmare,
Yeah,
how can teachers reframe those experiences in a more positive light?
that's a great question. I think it's about focusing on what you learn from those challenges.
Okay.
So you could say something like, while that was a difficult situation, it taught me the importance of clear communication and setting boundaries.
Ah, I like that. It shows that you're able to reflect and grow from difficult experiences.
Exactly. Which is a super valuable quality in any teacher.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, moving right along. This next tip is all about being present and engaged during the interview,
Super important.
which can be harder than it sounds in our tech-obsessed world. The article calls it phone jail and watch-checking woes.
Aha, I love that.
And I get it, it's tempting to sneak a peek at your phone, especially if the interview is running long,
Yeah.
but resist the urge.
Put those phones away.
Seriously, put it on silent, tuck it away in your bag.
In phone jail.
Exactly, because even a quick glance at your phone can send the wrong message.
Absolutely. It shows that you're not fully present and engaged in the conversation.
And can be really disrespectful to the interviewer.
Right, totally. They've taken time out of their day to meet with you.
Right.
The least you can do is give them your undivided attention.
It's like when you're teaching. Right.
Okay.
You expect your students to be focused and attentive,
Mm-hmm.
and you should give the interviewer that same level of respect.
Absolutely. Plus, being present allows you to really listen and respond thoughtfully to their questions.
So true. All right, let's tackle this next one because it might be a bit controversial.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
The article talks about food faux pas,
Okay.
specifically no coffee, no gum during the interview.
Hmm.
Now, I'm a bit of a coffee addict myself,
Me too.
so this one's tough for me, but I get the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, tell me more.
It's all about professionalism, right?
Right.
Sipping on a latte or chewing gum can be distracting
Right.
and can even come across as a little bit unprofessional.
Yeah, it's like those unspoken rules of etiquette.
Totally. So what's your take on this one?
I think it's best to err on the side of caution.
Yep.
If they offer you a drink, politely decline unless it's water.
Got it. Water. It is. All right, moving on to one of my favorite topics, research.
Yes. This is key.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to research the school before your interview
Absolutely. It shows that you're genuinely interested in the position
and in the school itself.
and that you've taken the time to learn about their mission, their values, their approach to education.
Exactly. It shows initiative. It shows dedication.
And as teachers, we're all about lifelong learning, right?
yes.
So why not extend that curiosity to the schools we're interested in joining?
Love that.
Yeah.
So how can teachers really wow the interviewer with their research? What kind of questions should they be asking?
Well, I think it's about going beyond the basic facts and figures that you can find on their website.
Okay.
Dig a little deeper, look at their recent achievements, their initiatives, their curriculum,
Mm.
and then come up with some thoughtful questions that show you've really done your homework.
For example.
You could say something like, I noticed that your school has a strong focus on outdoor education. I'm really impressed by that program. Can you tell me more about how it's integrated into the curriculum?
Ah, that's a great question.
Or maybe something like, I read about the school's partnership with a local community organization. I'm curious to know how teachers are involved in that partnership.
So it's about showing that you've gone beyond just surface level research
Exactly.
and that you're genuinely curious about the school and its unique qualities.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about the importance of preparation.
Yes, this is crucial.
Because while you can't anticipate every single question you're going to be asked,
True.
taking the time to prepare beforehand can make a huge difference in your confidence and how you articulate your thoughts.
Absolutely. It's like anything else, right? The more you practice, the more comfortable and confident you'll feel.
Exactly. So where should teachers start with their preparation?
Well, first, I recommend reviewing the job description carefully.
Okay.
Highlight the key skills and qualities they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And then think about specific examples from your own experience that demonstrate those skills.
So if the job description emphasizes collaboration,
Yeah,
teachers should be ready to talk about a time when they successfully collaborated with colleagues.
exactly. And be specific. Don't just say, I'm a good collaborator.
Right.
Give them a concrete example that showcases your collaboration skills in action.
Totally. It's all about showing, not telling, right?
Exactly. And don't forget to practice answering common interview questions out loud.
Yes. It can feel awkward at first, but
Hmm.
trust me, it makes a huge difference.
It really does. It helps you get those nerves out, and it helps you refine your answers so you sound more confident and polished.
Okay, now let's talk about first impressions and how much they matter in an interview setting.
Oh, they're huge.
And a big part of making a good first impression is dressing appropriately.
Absolutely. Your attire is a form of nonverbal communication.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It conveys respect for the occasion and for the school.
And it shows that you're taking the interview seriously.
Totally. So what's your advice for teachers when it comes to interview attire?
Well, I always recommend researching the school's dress code beforehand.
Okay.
Some schools are more formal than others, so it's good to get a sense of their culture
Makes sense.
and then aim to dress one level above that.
So if the school has a business casual dress code,
Yeah.
teachers should opt for something a bit more formal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a blazer and dress pants or a skirt and blouse.
Perfect.
You want to look professional and put together, but still feel comfortable and authentic to yourself.
Love that advice. So to wrap things up, what are the key takeaways for teachers heading into interviews?
I'd say preparation, authenticity, and genuine interest are key.
Couldn't agree more. Be prepared to answer those tough questions.
Showcase your unique skills and experiences.
And most importantly, let your passion for teaching shine through.
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, teaching is all about passion.
It really is. So as you head into those interviews, remember to take a deep breath
Believe in yourself.
and show them why you're the perfect fit for their school.
You got this.
We're rooting for you.
And before we go, I'd like to leave you with one final thought. What unique strengths and experiences can you bring to this interview that will make you stand out from the crowd? Think about that and let it guide your preparation.
That's a great question for everyone to ponder. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, everyone.
Until next time.
Bye for now.
Bye.